Alright, dudes. Oh, on my way to Target Master. It was a long night last night. Pete Jr. did really well in his little cancer benefit concert he did for the little girl. It was packed. It was awesome. I have some footage of it, but you know, these little cameras, they really need a lot of light. It's really dark. I might put a couple segments up of it, then you can hear how he sings live, which is really good. But you ain't gonna see much. So, I mean, he'll be doing this again and again, so I'll get better footage of it. This is the new car. You know, it's nothing. It's just a little Hyundai Accent. And these little, you know, I had American cars all my life, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm nothing against them, but when it comes to these little cars, these little Japanese cars fucking run great. I mean, you can't even feel the transmission switch. You don't even feel it switching. And that is a comfy, reliable feeling. So this is it. It's no big deal. It's just a little car so we can go to the range without breaking down. Pretty cool looking little car. Gets 35 miles to the gallon. And it's not bad looking either. But I barely have it, so it's the wife's. Really, she has it more than me. So we're going to Target Master, and I'm going to go pick up some ammunition. Anytime I go to the range, I always replace the ammunition that I shot, and I buy more, a couple boxes more. You know what I'm saying? Because the last thing you want to do is get low on ammunition. Then you got to spend a ton of money trying to catch up on ammo. Alright, let's get rolling. Alright, still driving. Figure I need someone to keep me company, man. So I turn the camera back on. Yeah. Any of you guys got short wives? Every time I get in the car, man, the friggin' seat is like all the way forward. My wife's a midget. A midget. Anyway. We got Amish people around here. And, you know what's funny about, you know, them? I give them a lot of respect because, you know, they don't use power and they use a horse and buggy, and that's good because modern conveniences make you lazy. It really does. And well, the only thing I don't get is when I see them pulling up in their little horse and buggy, they all whip their cell phones out, start making phone calls. That's pretty fucking funny, man. They get out with a fucking horse and whip and a buggy, and my man pulls out his T-Mobile. So, yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Just thought I'd bring that up. I thought it was kind of humorous. Target Master doesn't like, I don't know about the range part. I think they might be cool with me there. But I know they don't like cameras. I mean, there's a big sign out front. It says no cell phones. So if it says no cell phones, I'm sure they don't want me to bring a camera in there. I don't know why there's no cell phones. I don't know what that's all about. So, I don't get that. That's, you know, that's their policy. But, I just wanted to run the camera in the daytime to see what how the HD is going to look. It's a beautiful day, man. We're going to be going to the range, I'm going to say Tuesday. It's going to be 62 degrees in Pennsylvania Tuesday. And we're going to have some fun at the range. I don't know what guns I'm going to bring. I was leaning towards maybe the XD sub, because I need to put more ammo through it. You know, it only has 50 rounds through it. 60 rounds, no, 50 rounds through it. I gotta put more rounds through that, and I wanna put more rounds through the GI too. You know what's funny? That fancy Kimber, all that shit. I have more fun shooting with the GI than that $1,000 1911. I really do. So I might bring that again because I like to really get a lot of ammunition through that one too. And I like it to get all worn looking. They look, the more worn and beat up looking, the better they look. You know? So, alright. Talk to you soon. Yep, still on the road. Still not there. It's a little ride. It's like 20 minutes. But this car is real good on gas, and their ammunition is very reasonable compared to everyone else's. You know, there's a friggin' gun store. I don't get this, man. There's a gun store going out of business in Fallcroft, where I live. And God bless them. I love them. They're a family-owned gun store, and man, they help me out a lot of times. And Southeast Archery Gun Store, it's called. It's in Fallcroft, Pennsylvania. And they're going out of business. And that fucking sucks, because now there's only one gun store left. And this is the guy I was telling you that sells a lot of cheap guns. You know what I mean? He sells a lot of low-end firearms. New, but they're like, you don't see too many Smith & Wessons, or you don't see, you barely ever see any Colts unless he gets like a used trade-in. Like, he don't buy new Colts, you know. He's got Rugers, which are fun. I'm not a fan of Ruger automatics. I mean, I know the SR9 is like a phenomenal handgun. I hear nothing but good things about it. But other than the SR9 and the Mark II or the Mark III, the 22, I'm not a huge fan of Ruger automatics. I'm not a huge fan of Smith & Wesson automatics, with the exception of the 1911 and the M&P. Smith & Wesson's proved that they can make good semi-automatics. But I think Smith & Wesson is mostly known for their M&P AR and their revolvers. They're like the highest quality revolvers you can buy. And I heard some dude say, you know, there ain't much difference than a Smith & Wesson revolver and a Taurus. I'm like, dude, you're fucking on crack. Are you shitting me? Feel the action of a Taurus, and then feel the action of a Smith & Wesson revolver, man. Oh my God. It's not even fucking close. Like I said, another guy that didn't want to spend a lot of money on a gun, and he's trying to talk his mediocre gun like it's a fantastic high-end firearm, and it's fucking not. That's why they're not a lot of money. I told you before in my videos, you know, I just choose not to buy a Taurus because they were once a real cheap gun, but now they're good guns. But because of that history, I just don't want one, because the resale value on it is horrible. Okay? You don't even want to know. I mean, I've bought them in the past and traded them in, and I got like a quarter of what I paid for them. You know, and a Smith & Wesson, you trade that in, you're at least going to get half what you paid for it, or more than half what you paid for it. You trade a Colt in, you're going to get more than half what you paid for it. That's in a gun store. Now, you sell it privately, a Colt, you'll almost get what you paid for it. You might lose $100. You know what I mean? Same with a Smith S&W. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem. It's not that I don't like Taurus. It's they're not a good investment. If you're going to buy a Taurus and you're never going to sell the gun again, and you love it and it's your gun forever, and you want to pass it down to your kids, then that's fine. Go ahead. But if you're a guy that buys guns and sometimes gets sick of them and trades them in, that's not the way to go. You're going to get killed on it, and there's a reason. Reputation. Anyway, I'm not ragging on Taurus. One guy said, "Oh, I'm tired of everyone dogging on Taurus." No one's dogging on it. They're just not a good investment. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Just fucking face the music, dudes. If you got a fucking lower end gun, it's a lower end gun. Don't try to make like it's this wonderful fucking beautiful piece of art, because it's not. If it was, they wouldn't be able to sell it that cheap, because there's too much work involved in a gun, and guns that are a work of art, like a Colt or a Kimber or a Sig. Okay? So stop getting all pussy hurt. Grow the fuck up, man. Hey, when I first started buying guns, I bought Tauruses. I bought a High Point. Damn, because I didn't know what the fuck a good gun was. Now I know. I choose to have the best it can be, because it's a fucking firearm. You're using it for protection, and it's an investment. Guns, period, are an investment. Even cheap guns. It's just something that's always going to be in demand. It's something that someone's always going to want. But I'd rather just get the higher quality ones, you know what I mean? I want that satisfaction that when I trade it in or I have to sell it, I get a lot of money back for it. Anyway. Hey, you know what? I hate wearing a fucking seatbelt. And these new cars now, you gotta wear a seatbelt. If you don't wear the seatbelt, it keeps fucking telling you to put the seatbelt on. And that's fucking gay. I think it's wrong that someone should make you wear a seatbelt. How are you endangering? The only person you're endangering is yourself if you're not wearing a seatbelt. Right? So why would you make me wear a seatbelt? Why would that be the law? For my own good? No, that's not what it's for. It's because you know people are lazy. The state knows this. People are lazy, and it's something else they can give you a ticket for, and they can make money on something else. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. But some of your liberals out there will say, no, it's not. It's for your own good. And if you get in a car accident and you have kids in the car, you know, you might survive and you can save them. Yeah, that's something your liberal will tell you, because they believe everything that the government and politicians tell them. You know what kind of there's different kinds of liberals. There's ones that are like us, they're normal, and then there's extremists. They're the ones I'm talking about. The ones that are anti anything violent, anything masculine. They're anti. You know, they're gay. It's like a big rainbow of people. They all need rainbow stickers on their cars. They might as well. Whatever. Yeah, so the seatbelt thing. So what I do is I click the seatbelt and then I sit on it. Because I just won't wear one. I can't stand a seatbelt on me. So, what was I going to say? I had something else I wanted to tell you, but I forgot. Alright, we're almost there. There's a hot blonde next to me. But she's looking over and she's got kids in the back. I was going to, like, put the camera over there and check her out. I don't want to think I'm like a fucking psycho, so I can't do it. Because everything's sexual harassment today. You can get arrested for that. It's amazing what you can get arrested for. We're not there yet. I just had a major brain fart, like a huge brain bubble just went through my head and I just forgot completely what I was going to tell you. Alright, when I remember I'll come back. Alright, now I remember. Speaking of Taurus, maybe that word Taurus is cursed. Because I had a Ford Taurus, you know, one of those fucking Ford Tauruses, not the coolest looking car in the world, in powder blue, granted. Yeah, I felt real cool driving around on that. This is cooler than that thing. At least this thing's black. Yeah, what a piece of shit that was. Talking about a car, a 1998 Ford Taurus, right? With 50,000 miles on it. No, like 48,000 miles on it. And it blows a head gasket. Okay? Then the transmission goes bad. You believe this? You know what I got for it? $500. It was a 98 Taurus with only just about 50,000 miles on it, and the head gasket went, and the transmission's acting up, and I only got $500 for it. What do you think of that? Maybe the same company makes the cars. Just kidding. Hey, maybe there's MIM parts in Taurus automobiles. Just kidding. Just kidding. Hey, maybe the Taurus engines are made of cast. Actually, they are. Supposed to. Oh well. I usually don't do videos like this, but I'm just fucking bored. So go ahead, type a bunch of Z's on there. There's a bunch of smart asses that do that. This could be one of them. Target Master is my only gun shop left. All the gun shops are closing. Why are they closing? The elections came in our favor this time. The Republicans are on the strong side. And, you know, Mr. 45 Bullets up on that. He really pays attention to that. I'm kind of ashamed of myself because I never paid attention to politics. you know, being a gun owner, you think you'd pay attention to it, but I just think they're all so full of shit. I don't pay attention to any of them. But now I gotta change. I'm going to change. I registered to vote. I'm going to vote from now on. I never did that before because I just like, I ain't voting for this idiot. He's just a big fucking liar. But you know what? You got to try to think about what they're going to do for your rights and who's the least idiot, and that's the guy you got to vote for. Who's the guy that you mistrust the least? Because they're all a bunch of fucking liars. You know what I mean? I don't know why. That's just how they are. It's all about money. I don't want to talk about politics. It bores me to tears. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm switching that about me, because it's real important to vote. Now I realize how important it is to vote. Actually, you know, our soldiers died so you can vote. You know what I'm saying? They died for that shit. And if you're not registered to vote, please register. And the same thing with the NRA. If it wasn't for the NRA, I know the GOA is a great organization, but I'm telling you right now, the NRA has the most power, especially in politics. And if you're not a member of the NRA and you're a gun owner, you need to fucking join, man. You can get the $10 membership. Get the $10 one. That's the only one I do because I never have money. You don't need the $30 one. You don't need to get the magazine and all that shit. They'll still send you an NRA catalog magazines. You know what I mean? $10 a year, man. They need more members. There's not enough. I've said it till it's blue in the face. 80 million gun owners, and there's only 4 million members. Come on, man. There at least should be at least 20 million members. All right. So click off the porn. All right. Go to the NRA site, and you know, try to get yourself a membership for $10. It's nothing. It's cool. You get a card, makes you feel good. And a lot of gun ranges, they won't let you join unless you're an NRA member. And some gun shops give you a little discount or throw you a bone if you have an NRA card. So you get little benefits from it, and it keeps your right to bear arms strong. All right. I don't want to sound like a dictator. So still sitting in traffic. Saturday, beautiful day, man. This would have been a good day to go to the range. I try to avoid going to the range on the weekends because I don't like people up there. I like to be by myself, you know. Maybe me and Frank will hook up next week. Me and Dan, the man, 45 Reasons, one of them guys. Yeah, what'd you think of that Bursa video, man? I got a lot of positive feedback. I got some negative feedback on that. What do you think of the Bursa? Guys trust it after that? Do they make a better gun now? I don't know. Back then they didn't. It was shit. Not because my gun blew up, but it's happened to a lot of guns back then. And the slide and the frame was cast. It's not bad if you buy a gun where the slide's steel and the frame's cast. But when the slide's cast and the frame's cast, I do not feel comfortable about that. If something's going to tickle the back of your brain in a negative way the whole time you have a gun, then don't get it. If you can't afford a high-end gun, which is bullshit, everyone can. Why? All you got to do is wait longer. All you got to do is save longer. You can afford it. If you're on fucking welfare, you can afford a Colt. You just got to wait. Like I said, I don't make good money. You know, whatever I get off Google, you know, doing the videos, that's great, man. It helps me out with ammunition and all. It's fantastic. But it's not that much, man. It's not that much, really. It isn't. And what the hell was I going to say again? I think I'm going senile. I think I'm getting Alzheimer's, man. Can you get old-timers at 42? Anyway, the Bursa, that's what I was talking about. You can afford... You don't have to settle for a mid-range gun. You can afford a high-end gun. You don't have to be rich. You don't even have to make good money. You don't even have to be lower middle class. You could get one. You got to save your money. You have to learn to wait. And of all people that can't wait is me. I can't wait. but I can do it for a gun that I want. I'm really seriously taking on a Rock Island Armory. I'm really seriously buying one. I mean, I'm really seriously thinking about buying one, because I hear nothing but good things about it. 100%. I look at it this way. I'm going to break it down for you real fast. Glock has a solid foundation of a reputation of reliability and performance. Springfield XD has the same thing. 1911s, same thing. What's good about the 1911s is really, no matter who makes it, chances are it's going to be fine, because it's such a great design and it's been refined for so long. Anyone that really makes a 1911, it's probably going to be fine. Okay, so like if you asked 100 people, 100 Glock owners, hey, do you like your Glock? I guarantee you 80 of them are going to say I love my Glock, and the rest might say no, I don't really like it, it's alright. If you asked 100 people that own the Springfield XD, you're probably going to get the same quota. If you ask people about 1911s, you're probably going to get the same quota. This is what I go by. And even the Rock Island Armory 1911, everyone that I know has had one so far, everybody loves them. I haven't heard one bad thing about them yet. And it's been a long time, and I've been hearing nothing but good things about it. So there's a lower end firearm, because it don't have all that fancy stuff on it, that you can get that's going to be reliable and it's going to function for you. Now, through my years, I've always, asked about Bersa and other guns, and I get a complete different reaction with the Bersa. It's more like 50-50. If I asked 100 people, it's more like, it would be like, maybe, alright, I'll even give you 60. Maybe 60 people would say, yeah, I love my Bersa, and the other 40 would say, no, I don't like it. That's not good. Bersa is like a flip-flop. I mean, all you have to do, just to prove my point, check out my Bersa video, and you'll see the comments, and it's almost split in half. I like it. I don't like it. I like it. I don't like it. My wife likes it. My wife hates it. That's not good. So, me personally, I wouldn't buy one for me. I'm not telling you not to buy a Bersa, because like I said, they might have changed their tune. They might have really upgraded the materials. The steel might be slide now. I really don't know the facts. I was told the steel was slide now, but I don't know if it is. But even if it is, I'm still not going to buy one, because it still gets mixed reviews. That's what I'm saying. The Bersa gets too much mixed reviews. Glocks, XDs, all them guns, they're like 90% positive all the time. So, as long as it's like that, I'm not going to purchase that gun. It'll bother me. Jesus, I mean, if I have a gun and the hammer looks weird, or the grips ain't quite right, that bothers me, I'll trade it in. So could you imagine me owning a gun on a reliability situation? Nah. It's not even going to cross my mind. I'm not even going to buy it. Forget it. Alright, bye. Okay, we're here. It's not a real fancy building, you know what I mean? It's not like Cabela's or anything, but it is a great gun store. Going in, getting some ammo, coming out. I'm just leaving Target Master. Just got 2 boxes of 45, a box of 40, and a brick of 22 long rifle CCI mini mags. My favorite ammunition for a 22 long rifle. It's very reliable, and it doesn't jam that much. I'm loving it. I try to stock up on that because it's real reasonable. Went in Target Master today, and told me to. They didn't tell me. They asked me if I could. I had my hat on backwards. They asked me if I could turn it around front ways, and I said they're probably playing a joke on me, because they do that stuff, because they're cool guys in there. And it wasn't. They were absolutely serious. I was like, "Are you serious?" They're like, "Yeah." And the reason why is they're getting a lot of undesirables in there, like troublemakers and stuff. So what they're doing is they're just keeping it straightforward, strict, and just what it does is it keeps people in line a little bit to give them a warning that it's a straight place. You can't come in here and hold the gun sideways like a retard, you know what I mean? And shit like, you know these guys that come in when they hold the gun sideways and shit and try to act like a badass. The fucking people like that. The people that hurt the gun community. They don't want people in there that hurts the gun community. Because all they do is decrease your what do you call it? Decrease your potential of keeping and bear arms because of people like that. But even though there is people like that, it still shouldn't matter, because there's people like us, and we do the right thing. We respect firearms, and we respect our surroundings when we're firing our guns, and so it shouldn't matter. But what they're doing is they're sending a clear message to everybody: you act like a fuckhead, you're not welcome here. So I was irritated, and then I thought about it, and I said, you know what, that's a smart thing you guys are doing. I'm glad you're doing that shit. Anyway, that's what I got. This is a true bullshit video. I don't like to make too many of these because a lot of guys get mad because they think, oh, Pete's got a new video up, we're gonna learn about a new gun, or we're gonna see a new gun, and they get disappointed. Sorry. I put that cooking video back up because a lot of people were pissed off that I took it down. The reason why I took it down was it was really like raunchy, dirty things I was saying. When I get in the groove, I say some raunchy things, but it's just in fun. But a lot of people, not a lot of people, there's a few people really got offended by it. It might have been a couple women, but you know what? Mostly everyone likes it, so I just put it back up, and they're just gonna have to deal with it. That's how my channel is, you know. It's the way it's going to be. I really get a good reaction from these cooking videos. I really don't want to keep doing cooking videos. I really don't. Every once in a while, I'm going to though, because you guys like it. I like to give whatever you guys like. That's what I want to do. Whatever you guys, get the most satisfaction, I'm going to do it. But it's always going to involve some kind of gun subject activity with a gun. Some kind of gun thing, always, okay? So, I don't want my channel to go, like there's a lot of channels out there where these guys, I mean, they make videos about everything. I mean, if they go to the drugstore, they'll bring the camera with them, which is fine. If your subscribers like that, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. So, that's what it's all about. What everyone wants to have fun with. So, if I do a cooking video maybe twice a month, I'll do one. What the hell? We do gun videos every friggin' day. And it's just something else we can do videos on. Because really, guys, you do start to run out of ideas with the guns. You know? It's tough. It's tough to keep making them videos. But it's like a job. But it's fun. Loving it. Anyway. That's it for today. That's what this video was about. A trip to Target Master. I'm sorry you couldn't see the inside of that place. But maybe, if I get in a little better with them, they'll loosen up a little. They'll let me take the camera in there. I did ask them if I could take it in the range with me. Some guy said it shouldn't be a problem because I do buy a ton of guns there. I spend probably over $50,000 worth of, over the years, about $50,000 worth of guns there. If you add it all up, easy. So maybe they'll let me do it. Alright guys, sorry if you guys are bored with this one, but it's just something, just hanging out on a Saturday.